relation between eta, y and sigma. Let the face ABCD of a cube of a side L be sheared by a force F through an angle theta. This is the figure, and shearing stress, you know the formula for shearing stress, that is F by L square, that equal to T. Next, shearing strain formula. What is the formula for shearing strain? The formula is change in length divided by original length, that is angle theta. And the formula for rigidity modulus is shearing stress by shearing strain, that is T by theta. From the figure, we observe that shearing strain along AB is equivalent to expansive strain along DB dash and lateral strain along AC dash. Let alpha be the longitudinal elongation strain per unit stress per unit length and beta be the lateral strain per unit stress per unit length respectively. Then the strain produced along the diagonal is T into dB into alpha plus beta. From the figure, total extension is NB dash, which is equal to L by root 2. We already derived in previous derivation, and from the figure dB is by root 2 L. Therefore, T into dB into alpha plus beta, and T into dB into alpha plus beta is equal to NB dash, which implies T into, instead of dB, substitute root 2 L into alpha plus beta, which is equal to, this is not 1, this is L by root. Next, rearrange the formula. Take root 2L that side, this side, T into alpha plus beta, which is equal to L by root 2 into root 2L, and you know that root 2 into root 2 is 2 and small l divided by L, that is angle theta, shearing strain. Next, after rearranging the formula, we will get eta is equal to 1 by 2 into alpha plus beta, write directly, and divide numerator and denominator by alpha on RHS. So, divide numerator 1 into alpha and alpha into 2 into alpha plus beta. Here take alpha inside, that is alpha divided by alpha is 1 plus beta divided by alpha is sigma, and 1 by alpha is y. Next, relation between elastic constant. We have to consider derived terms of previous two derivation. One is eta is equal to y divided by 2 into 1 plus sigma, and k is equal to y divided by 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma, which implies, just rearrange the formulas. Take 2 into 1 plus sigma in LHS and eta in RHS, that is y divided by eta is equal to 2 into 1 plus sigma. Same in this side, that is y divided by 3k into 1 minus 2 sigma. Adding both the equation, that is y into 1 by eta plus 1 by 3k, which is equal to 3. Here 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into sigma is 2 sigma, and 1 minus 2 sigma plus 2 sigma minus 2 sigma cancelled out, and 2 plus 1 is 3. Take LCM, that is 3k into eta, and 1 into 3k, 1 into eta, and rearrange the term, that is y is equal to 3k eta divided by 9k eta divided by 3k plus eta. Next, these two derivation for 2 or 3 marks. Relation between k, eta and sigma. K is equal to 1 by 3 into alpha minus 2 beta, and eta is equal to, take formula from the derivation, 1 divided by 2 into alpha plus beta. Take alpha outside, k is equal to 1 divided by 3 into alpha, that is alpha by alpha is 1 minus 2 into beta divided by alpha is sigma. So, k is equal to 1 by alpha is y, 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma. Same in this case also, 1, take alpha outside, alpha divided by alpha is 1 plus beta divided by alpha is sigma, and 1 divided by alpha is y. So, eta is equal to y divided by 2 into 1 plus sigma. So, rearrange these formulas, that is sigma is equal to 3k minus 2 eta divided by 6k plus 2 eta. You can directly write this derivation. Answer, sigma is equal to 3k minus 2 eta divided by 6k plus 2 eta, because this is 3 or 2 marks question. No need to explain it. Next, okay, before that, very important derivation, that is bending of beam. Before that, we have to know the limits of sigma. What is limits of sigma? If suppose we take equation 3 into 1 minus 2 sigma is equal to 2 eta into 1 plus sigma. So, equate this two. If sigma be a positive quantity, then 1 minus 2 sigma should be positive. And for second limit is, if sigma be a negative quantity, 1 plus sigma should be positive. This is for 2 marks. Next, let us derive very important derivation, that is bending of beam. So, what do you mean by beam? Beam is a bar of uniform cross section whose length is very much larger than the thickness. When such a beam is fixed at one end and loaded at the other, the beam is bent under the action of couple produced by the load. Upper surface of the beam gets stretched and lower surface gets compressed. The extension is maximum in the uppermost filament and compression is maximum in the lowermost one. The surface which does not get affected is known as neutral surface. The middle one, that is EF, is neutral surface. If the bending is uniform, the longitudinal filaments get bent into circular arcs in planes parallel to the plane of symmetry. That is plane of symmetry, also called as plane of bending. The line of intersection of plane of bending with neutral surface is called neutral axis. In this figure, we can take A dash B dash be an element at a distance z from the neutral axis. So, A dash B dash is equal to r plus z into theta. Increase in length of the filament, that is equal to A dash B dash minus AB, which is equal to r plus z into theta minus r theta. So, theta, take, let the beam be bent in the form of circular arc subtending angle theta, that is also called with center of curvature O. Next, strain is equal to z theta divided by r theta, which is equal to z divided by r. In this figure, let L, M and T, this is L, M, N, T, be a rectangular cross section perpendicular to length. EF is the neutral axis, middle one, EF is the neutral axis. The restoring force on upper half acts inwards and outwards on the lower half. Consider a small area, that is dA, this is D into A, at a distance z from the neutral surface, that is strain produced in the filament is equal to z by r, already derived. So, force on area dA, that is y into dA into z by r. So, moment of this force about the neutral surface is F into z, that is y into dA, F, that is force on area dA into z, multiply z, z into z is z square divided by r. So, total moment of force in L, M and T is M is equal to y into summation of z square dA divided by r, where summation of z square dA is I. So, y by r into I. Here I is geometrical moment of inertia. This is for 8 marks question. You have to write for rectangular cross section and for circular cross section. If it is asked for 5 marks, you only derive up to y divided by r into I. So, for rectangular cross section, area formula is B into D and K is equal to D square divided by 12. That is I is equal to AK square. That is A is equal to B into D into D square divided by 12, that is BD cube divided by 12. Next, M is equal to YBD cube divided by 12R. By this derivation, y by r into I, y by r into I, that is YBD cube divided by 12R. Next, for circular cross section, area is equal to pi r square. Then K is equal to r square divided by 4. I is equal to AK square, that is pi r to the power 4 divided by 4. M is equal to, you know the formula, y divided by r into I, y divided by r into I, that is pi r to the power 4 divided by 4r. Next, cantilever. Cantilever, it is a beam fixed horizontally at one end and loaded at the other end. This is the figure. Let AB be the neutral axis of the cantilever of length L fixed at A and loaded at B. Consider a section P of the beam at a distance x from A. So, bending moment formula is W into PC, that is W into PC is this one, L minus X. PC is L minus X, PC is L minus X is equal to, you know the formula, Y into I divided by R. So, Y is equal to YAK square divided by R. Next, here R is the radius of the curvature of neutral axis at P. The moment of the load increases towards the point A. The radius of curvature is different at different points and decreases towards A. For a point Q at a distance dx from P, it is same as at P. So, PQ is equal to dx is equal to R into d theta. Bending moment, that is W into L minus x is equal to y ak square into d theta divided by dx. Draw tangents to the neutral axis at P and Q meeting the vertical line at C and D. The angle subtended by them is d theta. The depression of Q below P is given by dy is equal to L minus x into d theta is equal to w into L minus x whole square divided by y ak square into dx. So, total depression bb dash of the loaded end is integrate dy is equal to integration 0 to L w into L minus x whole square divided by y ak square into dx, that is equal to w into L cube divided by 3yi. So, here ak square is yi, y into ak square, I is equal to ak square, so 3yi. So, here you have to derive for two cases. So, cases for discussion, one for rectangular cross section. If B is the breadth and D is the distance of the beam, then I is equal to BD cube divided by 12. Therefore, depression at the free end of the cantilever Y is equal to 4W L cube divided by YBD cube. Next, second one is circular cross section. If R is the radius of the circular cross section, then I is equal to pi r to the power 4 divided by 4. Therefore, the depression at the free end of the cantilever is y is equal to 4WL cube divided by y into 3 pi into r to the power 4. So, next, couple per unit twist of a solid cylinder. Okay. Consider a cylindrical rod of a rigidity modulus eta, length L, radius R, fixed at one end and twisted at the other end through an angle theta by a couple. Imagine the cylinder to be made of large number of coaxial cylinders of increasing radius. Consider a cylinder of radius x and thickness dx. For a given couple, the displacement at its rim is maximum. On twisting, the point B shifts to B dash. This is B and B dash. So, formula is BB dash is equal to L into pi, that is x into theta. So, pi is equal to, rearrange this formula, pi is equal to x theta divided by L. So, eta is equal to f by pi, that is equal to eta x theta divided by L. This force is acting on the area 2 pi x dx. So, total force becomes F is equal to eta x theta divided by L 2 pi x dx. So, moment of force along OO dash is equal to couple. So, formula for couple is eta x cube theta divided by L 2 pi into dx. So, total twisting couple. So, integrate this 0 O to R, that is eta x cube theta divided by L 2 pi into dx, that is here with respect to R, that is 2 pi eta theta divided by L, x cube is x to the power 4 divided by 4. So, with respect to 0 to R, so that is r to the power 4 divided by 4 minus 0, that is 2 pi eta theta divided by L r to the power 4 divided by 4. This is general integration. Next, couple per unit twist is pi into eta divided by L r to the power 4. So 2 and 4 become 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. So this is the formula for couple per unit twist. This is also very important question. Next, about torsional pendulum. So a rigid wire of length L and radius R is fixed at one end and forms the axis of rotation for a regular or irregular body attached to its free end. When the wire is twisted at its free end, the body is set into oscillations, and those oscillations are called torsional oscillation. Question may be like this: what is torsional oscillation, and derive the derivation of torsional pendulum. So torsional oscillation definition will be for 1 mark and whole derivation for 5 marks, total 6 marks. So definition of torsional oscillations is: when the wire is twisted at its free end, the body is set into oscillations, and those oscillations are called torsional oscillations. A heavy object suspended from end of a fine wire rotating about an axis constitutes a torsional pendulum. Let theta be the twisting angle. The restoring couple set up in it is equal to pi eta theta divided by L r to the power 4 divided by 2 from this derivation. So torque is equal to I into d omega divided by dt is equal to minus pi eta theta divided by 2L into r to the power 4. D omega divided by dt is equal to, take I this side, minus pi eta r to the power 4 theta divided by 2Li, which is equal to minus c divided by I theta. So here c is couple per unit twist. So replace this by c. Next, angular acceleration is alpha, that is equal to angular displacement. So time period is, you know the formula for time period, that is t is equal to 2 pi root of I by c. So therefore I by t square is equal to c by 4 pi square. For the given wire, c is a constant, and hence the ratio I by t square is a constant irrespective of the body and axis of rotation. This principle is used to determine the moment of inertia of the irregular body and rigidity modulus of the wire using eta is equal to 8 pi L divided by r to the power 4 I by t square, and the unit is Newton per meter square.